Hi, I'm Wilam. Today I'm going to do an experiment on water quality testing. The reason I'm doing this experiment is because water pollution comes in a lot of forms, and in order to treat polluted wastewaters, we first need to understand the quality of the water, how it is measured, and after we understand, then we can know a suitable way of treating the water. Okay, so now I have this water here from the drain outside my house, and it's a kind of wastewater from the household, and I'm going to test what kind of chemicals exist in this bottle of water, this bottle of wastewater. So here I have my test kits. I have different kind of test kits here. This is for pH, this is for nitrate, this is for ammonia, and this is for nitrite. Right. There are different kind of water pollution caused by all these kind of chemical, and if certain chemicals reach too high level, it cannot be used by human for daily routines as well as for drinking. Okay, because for example, if you drink water with too high of ammonia level, you will get diseases like coughing. So surely you don't want that happening to your kids. Okay. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna pour 5 ml of this wastewater into the cover of this transparent glass thing. Right, I know this is 5 ml because I measured it with the syringe just now. So this is a syringe I used just now to measure 5 ml, and I put it here. So after that, I'm gonna pour the wastewater into this transparent glass thing. So I have 5 ml of water here. So how are you going to do the water quality testing? I'm going according to how the procedure stated. You know, different kind of chemical, you need different kind of procedure to measure its content. So I'm going to do nitrite first. Nitrite, you only need to drop it one time, 5 drops. So to measure the content of nitrite in this water, I have to drop 5 drops of this nitrite test into the water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then I have to wait for 2 minutes for the result. And while waiting, I have to swirl the water so that they mix evenly for a more accurate result. Yeah, I'm gonna close it and I'm gonna swirl it so that they mix gently together so that we can obtain a more accurate result. And if the nitrate level is high, you can see the water turn into pinkish color as the time comes. So now we just have to wait for the water to change color, and if the water doesn't change, it means that there's a very low amount of nitrite in this water. Color still doesn't change. So two minutes have passed, and the water still doesn't have any changes. It means that the amount of content of nitrite in this water body is pretty low. Right, so I'm going to try doing another parameter, which is the pH. But first I need to get rid of this first. Right, so now I'm going to carry out the pH. The pH one could be more obvious because every water has its own pH. Let's see whether this water is extremely acidic or extremely alkaline. Your water that are too acidic or too alkaline is definitely not suitable for you to drink or for any household activities. So now, according to the instructions here, I have to drop 5 drops as well into this 5 milliliter of water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. Alright, now I'm gonna close it and start shaking it and wait for the color to change. Now initially the color of this solution now is yellow, and as time goes by the color will slowly turn blue purplish if it's above 7, and the color will turn yellowish or light yellow if the pH is below 7. So let's wait for it to change its color. Right, so a few minutes has gone by and the water still hasn't turned into bluish, and we can assume that the pH of this water should be very acidic, and acidic water is definitely not suitable for drinking or daily uses. So yeah, this is the pH of this water, and there's a number of test kits that you can also use. Yeah. And according to all these instructions, you can definitely test the quality of the water. You can also use these test kits to test the quality of your drinking water or the water you are going to wash your clothes and stuff. So I think it's important to test the quality, to know how to test the quality of your water, to know that whether your water is clean, to know the content of your water, to prevent any sort of diseases, spreading. And surely you don't want to drink dirty water, and surely you don't want to use dirty water. And that is why it is so important to test your water at home, to know the basics of testing your water at home. And for wastewater, if you know how to test wastewater and you know what kind of chemicals is abundant inside the water, then you can know how to treat the water. I think this is the basics of wastewater treatment. First, you need to know the quality of the water, and then you can know the better method of treating the water. So I think that's all for me. Thank you. Yeah. So for the outcome of this experiment, I have learned how to do basic water quality testing, which is a knowledge that is needed if you are going to treat wastewater, because there are a lot of chemicals in wastewater, and we need to know what is the content of that wastewater, so that we can make assumptions on what kind of water pollution that could happen from where the sample was taken. So I think simple and basic water quality testing knowledge is important, and the way you do it is also important, but actually it's not that hard. You just have to follow the instructions of the test kit, So yeah, I think that is the outcome of the experiment. And for aquarium for aquarium for fish keepers, water quality testing is also important to ensure the health of your fish. And if you are not a fish keeper and you know the basics of water quality testing, it is also important to protect your family from all kinds of dirty water out there, because water pollution has been very bad, has been very bad recently, and it's only going to get worse. So I think water quality testing, the knowledge of this is very important. Thank you.